Welcome back to Game Point Sports. Look at me, man. We back. Game Point, we in the house, man. How you doing, C-Bo?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. You know the kids here always trying to keep the rubber on the wheels warm.
Oh, yeah. Check it out. Like, share, comment, repeat, retweet.
Come on.
And do it all again. And check it out, people. We back on the attack, man. Like Craig Mack.
Yeah.
Brand new flavor in your ear.
Kicking something new. It's
Hey,
old, but it's new, though.
shout out, man. It's a special day out there in California with the Los Angeles Lakers. They paying the home
Homage.
team Denver Nuggets today, but it's 2/8/24
Kobe Day.
Kobe Day.
Not the official Kobe Day, so I've heard, is August 24th because of the 8 and the 24 on the jerseys. But today's something special that they're doing for the statue.
Yeah, they unveiling the statue out there, man.
Yeah, man. All right.
Are you digging that?
That's a decent statue. That's a decent statue.
He's holding it down. He's doing this. Okay.
Like, what shot was that? Like, what game was that? What shot was that? What was that for? That's important. Like, they should really have something behind that. Like, man, this was his 5th championship.
Yeah, they probably talking about it now. They probably talking about it. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, that's a slick. How tall is the statue? Is it life size or is it overgrown? Because Shaq got some crazy shit, like where he dunking, tearing the rim down. That was crazy.
It's probably about I don't know. I don't know. I haven't checked the stats on it. But shouts out to Kobe, man.
Not bad.
Kobe is definitely one man that was guy that was about our age. We watched him grow up. He grew up as we grew up.
Yeah, man.
So
96.
Yep. So every
high school class of 96.
Every step.
Man.
You know, I remember when he was going to prom with Brandy. You know, I remember all those type of things.
Did Brandy fumble the bag? Or was she just popping back then? Or did she fumble the bag?
You know, that was one of the things where, you know, it kind of flipped. You know what I'm saying? She was the one.
She was Moesha.
Then 5 years later.
She was Moesha, though.
And, I mean, she was just Moesha.
Moesha was a problem. No, Moesha was solid.
Kobe Bryant.
Moesha was that jam. Like, you had to tune in to Moesha.
What up, Big Money?
Countess Vaughn. Ray
Big
J.
Money said, what up, fellas?
Hey, what a dooski. What a dooski.
So, I mean, what's your favorite memory of Kobe?
My favorite memory of Kobe is, damn, I hate to say it. Nah, I ain't gonna say it. I'm rest in peace. I ain't gonna say it. Hey, look, man, my favorite moment of Kobe is just his energy. Black Mamba, man. I'll give him that. He wasn't the funnest person to play with, but I mean, if you really wanted to win and you appreciated winning, I think his winning attitude and spirit is my favorite part of Kobe because, you know, the kid, he just all day, every day, he just wanted to win, and he was in everything he did exemplified, you know, the journey of a champion.
Okay.
He woke up and went to sleep eating Wheaties.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely in agreement.
I
believe Kobe.
I was gonna say something slick, but I ain't gonna do it.
I believe Kobe outworked everybody. You know what I'm saying? I believe he outworked everybody, and he didn't take no shorts when it came to trying to be the best in the business
at all.
And he held his teammates to a high standard, to which a lot of them didn't like. But shouts out to Kobe, one of the greatest to do it, one of the best in my time frame. So,
what do you have him in the argument for GOAT? What would you give him? Is he?
He's definitely top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah, he's definitely in my top 5.
Oh no, my battery low on my junk.
What you get? Where you put him in the hierarchy?
Kobe for me, and I don't want to give him a hard time on the statue day, on the unveiling of the statue, but I would probably put Kobe in the top 5 or 6.
Okay.
I just, unfortunately for me, and again, I don't want to shit on his legacy. I think he had the best impression of Michael Jordan you can ever do. He was, everything he did looked like, seemed like, ran like Kobe Bryant. I mean, like Michael Jordan. And for that in itself, that's not easy to do. So I mean, that's a testament to him in itself because I mean, how do you how do you imitate or emulate somebody as great as Michael Jordan? And I think he was the closest to do that. So
I mean, definitely the walk, the talk, the chewing the gum. Like he had everything.
Yeah,
like I've never seen a person mirror image a guy.
But that's the tough part about those, because it's hard to make you a one of one when your legacy is really emulating somebody else.
It was.
And that's a challenge, right? Because it's like all the other greats in the top 5, they ain't nobody else. They're not like it wasn't no Michael Jordan's trying to look or be like something. He was that.
Yeah, he was.
Shaq was Shaq. You know what I'm saying? If you talked about even LeBron, and I mean we can get into that, but I won't today. But I mean it's like there's no LeBron. There's no LeBron lookalike. Like what he is an anomaly, and you have to be. Steph Curry is an anomaly. There's just
definitely. But
Kobe was.
But I believe that was in his younger days where the pure emulation was. I believe as he grew older, he grew into more of what Kobe Bryant was. Or we seen more of who Kobe Bryant was. It was less of the walk and the talk and everything like Jordan. He evolved to Kobe Bryant, especially probably when he turned to 24.
I would probably want to know, what did Kobe do that nobody else did? That would be my question. And I mean, not to knock the young man at all. I'm just saying, or his legacy, I would just say, what did Kobe do that nobody else did? Because I feel like most of the stuff that he did, somebody else has done.
I mean, I can see where you say that. I mean, I can see where you say that.
That's all.
But he did it. Whatever he did it at a very, very high level. Let me get to the comments before we move on to the next.
Yeah, y'all get in here. Yeah.
Steve Egan says he was talking about Brandy. Oh yeah, what up, Brandy? Tweaking with Tony, 28. R.I.P. to GOAT. Ariana 16 said, I seen Kobe versus Nuggets back in the day. Dog Blog says Kobe. Macavia says Mamba. Kobe did a lot, man. I would like for the Kobe Bryant people to answer your question and answer the question to what Kobe did that nobody else has done.
That's fair.
Because I can't personally say it, but I'm pretty sure there's some things. I mean, he's a standout player, man. Like, everything everybody else didn't, but Jordan is. Now, bro, I can't see that one. Little hearts all in my way. Hearts.
Well, I mean, I think, and without taking too much time away from Kobe, shout out to Kobe, man. He did his thing, man. But it's, we rest in peace, Kobe. But let's talk about something because I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I'm trying my best.
Ahead, man. Go ahead and say what you gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Say what you gotta say. Don't hold back.
There's trade deadlines that have come up as of today, and I must admit there was nothing really that just kind of stood out. I think all the teams who had players that was really something that you can put in the pot to stir, they didn't do it. They left it out.
Not this year.
They didn't put the extra sugar in the Kool-Aid.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Didn't make anything.
Like the Hawks kept DeJounte Murray. Toronto kept Bruce Brown. Those are something that, we thought could really stir something around. I mean, if there's something to say, if it's anything at all, the 76ers sent Pat Beverly to Milwaukee in exchange for Cameron Payne and a couple draft picks. There was a lot of that. Like, there was a lot of draft picks moving around. And, I mean, that's what it is, but it wasn't nothing crazy. Even Miles Bridges didn't even leave the Hornets. And, after his situation, he was like, let me hold out and just try to ball out because, he missed the bag. Miles Bridges missed the bag.
He definitely missed the bag.
Is there anything that stood out for you in the trades?
Nah, my team didn't make one, and it was nothing very notable. NBA trade deadline usually passes like gas.
I would say this is that the two teams that I thought would probably be out there doing the most conversating and really ready to pull a trigger would be the Warriors and the Lakers. And neither one of them did a damn thing.
I believe both of those teams know that they're not in the running.
I mean, they have subpar players, but I mean, at least get them for a draft pick. Get them motherfuckers off the. I mean, listen. Come on, Wiggins. You got Clay. You got.
Who wants them?
Man, you ain't never lied.
I mean,
Somebody, the Pistons.
Hey,
The Pistons is gonna take anybody. That's why I thought the Pistons would try to grab somebody.
They won a few games recently. They standing pat, man. They standing on business. Al says everything, everybody else but Jordan and now Bron. He says all you want to do is talk about Bron. Tweaking with 2028 says he's still
I left him alone.
Tweaking Tony 28 says he's still looking for that turkey leg, man. There's some serious construction going on. They might be making them turkey legs down there.
Can you smell it? No, we on top of a dispensary, so you know that's only one thing I smell around here.
Yeah, it sounds like there's some mean construction going on down there, though. The great, Reginald Collins says the greatest Laker. Facts. Kenning Moo, man. Blackwell says Nick gang. He's calling out the Knicks. That's one
Knicks
thing.
That's
one thing. I wouldn't even. Is Kobe the greatest Laker?
Ooh,
I'll go Magic.
Magic, no, but I mean, you still got Kareem.
I'll go Magic.
You think Magic was better than Kareem?
Kareem has spent half of his career with the Bucks.
I mean, I just saying when you throwing the names out there, I mean, you got Wes over there who's the logo of the NBA.
Yeah.
But I mean, he wasn't really
I'm going
shit.
Magic.
Magic was nice, though. But I think his career got cut short, and that's why Kobe may be the greatest Laker just for his career there, was always as a Laker, and so he got to put up a lot of Laker stats. So, I mean, I guess if you're just saying for tenure and stats, I might have to go with Kobe.
Going with Kobe?
Yeah.
Sienna Knight says, hi. Kiera says, Magic is the best Laker. Kobe is not the greatest Laker. Big Money says. Steve Egan says, I'm saying Kobe. Magic got more. Dang, that little heart is right in my way.
Well, you got more what, rings? Magic got what, 5? Magic got 5?
Magic got 5. Kobe got 5.
I thought Kobe got 4.
Kobe got 5. He got 2. He got 2 without Shaq.
And he got 3 with Shaq?
I think he got 3 with Shaq.
I thought he had 2 with Shaq, because I thought they went back to back. You know, I spend a lot of time hating on the Lakers. I'm going to have to do my
research. I mean,
I spend a lot of time
I'm not
hating
really
on
a Laker fan either. You know?
Some of y'all Laker fans get in there and get us right.
Magic got more girls, but Kobe had more game. That's what he said.
More girls.
More women.
Well, I mean, Wilt was in there with...
Now, if you want to talk about... Yeah.
What do you have, 10,000?
Yeah, man. 10,000.
Wilt got herpes.
Hey, man.
Your favorite basketball player got herpes.
We'll live good and die young, man. He lived good and die young.
All the niggas got herpes.
If you got 10,000, man, you shortening your life.
You got herpes.
You shortening it. I ain't gonna put herpes on my man Will.
No, you don't have to, because somebody else did.
I ain't put nothing on my man Will.
You don't even have to. Somebody
all right, so
put it on him.
So we're talking about we were talking about, what were we talking about?
The trades, man.
The trade deadline.
But it can't take up a lot of space because it just wasn't exciting. And I'm very disappointed that the Lakers and the Warriors didn't at least make a hard line for something. Because, yeah, they have B players and shit that are at least players who are trending down. But, I mean, that's for your teams. There's a lot of players that can get with somebody else and make a fresh start and be doing something, man. I think Sacramento could have used them. Detroit could have used them. Charlotte could have used them. There's enough teams out there that got cap space that could have definitely had an opportunity to take on some of that and mix it up. Mix it up. It's a missed opportunity.
It always is. Everybody stand pat. We're gonna see who got the best. We're gonna see who got the best team going right now.
Let's talk about that All-Star.
You want to talk about the All-Star? Or you want to talk? I want to touch on real quick this NBA Western standing. I mean, this Western Conference.
Oh, you want
race.
to check out the standings?
Man,
okay,
like
talk to me.
That race right there is unparalleled right now. Like that race right now is unparalleled. Like, you got 3 teams tied for first, and you got the Clippers a half game behind them. As of today, yesterday, it was the Clippers were first, but they ended up losing, so now they a half game behind them. So, I mean, everybody's in a virtual lock, and you got Sacramento coming up as the 5th squad, and you got Phoenix who's starting to get their traction together. So the West is back deep again. But let's talk about these first 4 teams who are virtually locked.
Oklahoma, Minnesota, Denver, and LA.
Yeah.
Out of those 4, who do you like?
Well, I'm a homer.
Okay, that's fair. I like. Listen, I don't know, because it comes down to injuries, and that says a lot. Once you get past the All-Star break, is who's really going to be in there. We've seen that with Embiid, and I want to take a look at a video we were looking at. That we looked at off camera earlier. But just talking about these 4 teams, I would say depth plays a big factor in this as well. And Denver has depth. Oklahoma's just so young, homie. That's a young squad right there, man. That's a serious. You gotta be careful for them young teams, man, because they don't know that they don't know what they don't know. Yeah, and sometimes when you just play ball with your head down and have fun with it, you give some of these older teams a hard time. I think how they'll end up being exposed is the half-court game that the playoffs are.
Definitely.
And I think when you have young teams, that's the first thing that stands out is that they're not able to really that whole fast break transition game. When you have to slow it up.
Yeah, when people are slowing down purposely, when people are picking out your worst defender and using them constantly, and they know your game, they know your game plan, and then you got to change, or you just got to play tough. So in the NBA, it's always you get to the first round or you get to the second round. You never have that team that just comes out of nowhere and wins it all. It's always a gradual rise to the top, usually in the NBA. So Oklahoma City is definitely going great this regular season. This postseason, they're going to...
But they set up to get exposed.
Yeah, in the second round. It's the youngness.
That's why I really think the LA Clippers, and, you don't ask... you ask my brother, he's going to tell you about... the Cavaliers.
They hot though. They hot right now.
Yeah,
they hot. They right on Boston's tail.
Yeah, he gonna tell you about that. But I think the Clippers and that veteran group of Southern California, all of them Southern California, right?
Yeah.
You playing at home. You most of them, you have everybody but Kawhi who's trying to get a ring. There's a lot of veteran and tenured leadership in that team that I think is really going to play a factor in late in a playoff run. If they can stay healthy, that team's a problem.
Oh, they are definitely a problem.
That's a problem.
Definitely a problem.
A 7-game series with them is a problem.
Oh, it's a problem.
There's matchup issues all over the place.
Everywhere. You're gonna have to expose them where you can. I think, and shouts out to Kawhi Leonard, man. I think he's trying to make a point to where he's saying he's going to try to. He ain't taking no load management days this year. He's playing this year.
Who's the leader of that team for the Clippers?
Oh, it's Kawhi.
Would you say it's Kawhi? Hands down?
I think it's hands down Kawhi.
Okay.
Silent assassin, man. He's he when he leads by example, and I can start seeing these guys. Everybody's being a little bit more selfless. It's not about getting 20, 30 points. It's about just being a good, cohesive team. And you got Powell there, who's great off the bench. I think he starts, but you got Powell there, who's another guy or a 6-man out there. I think he's a 6-man out there.
Were you talking about the Clips?
Yeah.
And you got Plumlee out there giving you big minutes. I'm telling you, that team's a problem, man. That's a problem.
You got guys like P.J. Tucker who can't get on the floor. Bones Highland can't get on the floor.
That's a problem, man. That's a problem.
Ty Lue out there coaching the boys, and he has championship pedigree also. So
him and Kawhi.
So Clippers are definitely going to be a problem. Let me get to
That's my pick for
that's yours out the West?
Yeah, out the West. I mean, for the whole thing. I think if there's ever a time with their new stadium coming up, with the team that they've assembled, the timing on how everybody is coming back they're not like falling apart. They getting a little bit stronger, and I seen them. I think they just recently took an L. I think like last night or the night before, but. They're a tough team, man. I see them winning the whole thing. But, we ain't got to put too much time on it, but I see them winning the whole thing.
Says you got the Clips. Kiera said Clippers might take it all. CHARGEDUPFILMS says my money is on the Nuggets in the Western Conference. Sienna Knight says the Mavericks, and Coach Sims says go Cavs. Cavs are hot, though. Mitchell is on fire right now, though. So we was talking about the All-Star snubs. Is that where we was going with it?
Yeah, is there anything? Because, let's get it out the way because, We got to talk about the East, too. We got to give them some credit. And right now, Boston is still number 1, and Cleveland has been hot on their trail.
Yeah, but they like, what, 10-1? 11-1 in their last?
One of the hottest teams in the NBA right now over the last month, I give them. Clippers over the last 2 months, but Cleveland definitely within the last month. I mean, they came off there. I think they're on an 8-game winning streak right now. So
they're 9-1. 9-1 in their last 10, win 7 in a row. So, shouts out to them Clips, man.
I mean, shout out to JB Bickerstaff.
Okay, shouts out to the Colorado kid.
Okay.
Denver East graduate.
Okay.
DPS graduate.
Okay. That's the East Middle School. East High School All-Star, right?
Hey, champion. Definitely a champion over there with Camille Dickens. Trying to get him on, too. He's out there, former NBA player.
There you go.
Drafted by Utah Jazz. Another DPS graduate.
Shout out to JB, man. He's really he's getting them kids together.
Hey, he got Cleveland playing, right?
He got Cleveland playing.
I seen something. Was that a typo?
I'm saying what?
Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he's in the East High School Hall of Fame.
I didn't see that.
I didn't want to give you all the deets. I know you was doing your research, but I didn't want to give you all the deets. I was like, man, you know you're in the Hall of Fame, and I want to see where he was gonna go with it. But he's in East High School's Hall of Fame out there. So shout out to the
great
East.
one, man. Class of '96 also.
Yeah, he was out there with Kobe, man. Same graduating year, man.
Yeah, so they did their thing. I went to a few of their games, watched my team lose.
Yeah, that's when Chauncey was out there mixing it up too, though. Right before he headed to CU.
When JB and them won the championship, Chauncey was gone.
Yeah, that's when that was right when he headed to CU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so man, shout out to them. Shout out to JB Bickerstaff School. I told you I got you, man. This is where basketball. This is really when I really start paying attention to the NBA for real, historically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So for me to be watching it this whole season so far, it's really taking up a lot more bandwidth than I'm used to giving it. But my Eagles started to crash hard, so I had to look at something, man.
Okay. Coach Sim says he says go Cavs, hottest team in the league, 16-1. Denver coach representing my man.
There you go.
Hey, and Lamont Hughes said bro was a hog. I think he's talking about JB. JB was hogging out here, man. He was hogging out here. I think he went to Iowa State to Minnesota. I think he was out there, but
I think he went to like either Utah or Oregon State.
Yeah. Could be. Don't let me get it wrong. My man in the back, man, clarify that for me if you could. Shouts out. Hey, but shouts out. Before we go too far, shouts out to Denver coaching in a whole. So you got Chauncey Billups with Portland.
Shout out Chauncey.
You got JB with Cleveland.
Yeah.
Then you go to the NFL. You got oh my God. You got Miami. Miami's coach.
He's from Denver?
He's from Smoky Hill.
He's from Smoky
Went to Smoky Hill.
Yes. What's the kid's name?
You got Kyle Shanahan.
You got CMC in the Super Bowl too. Christian McCaffrey. There's a lot. Hey, man, Colorado ain't nothing to shake a stick at, man. I think, there's been some solid leagues, excuse me, the what do they call the leagues that they have out here for the coaching that's been going on, too, with some of the AAU teams, so to speak, some of the club basketball. That's what I'm getting at. Sorry.
Yeah, the club.
Yeah, man, there's been some hell of a coaches out here too, man. So shout out to Ant, shout out Scoot, shout out, man. There's been some good, solid coaching, and I'm really impressed with the product they're putting out, not just the what they doing locally.
Yeah,
they getting out there and they making moves.
Oh, they
man.
out there. They out there, man. That was a good look, man. A little spotlight on Colorado. Shouts out to JB though. He do got them boys out there playing, and they're gonna get Chauncey a team. He gonna show what he could do out there too. Portland's kind of talent strapped right now. They got a couple young guys and some hogs though, a couple guards.
So let's talk about it then. I mean, let's just to segue into the All-Star itself. I mean, that's coming up, and I think a lot of them they got right for the All-Stars, and I think there's some usual faces that we've seen in there, right? couple of them that are kind of snuck into the All-Star race. But I think every year when you talk about some of the All-Stars that make it for the NBA, it's always the snubs, too, that catch your attention.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple of them that we could take a look at and, really kind of look at why. Is it because of where their team is at right now, or is it because of the politics in the All-Star voting?
Let's go into it.
Well, first off, there's not one All-Star with Sacramento.
I mean, number 5 in the West.
School tell me all the time that Sacramento was hot to trot last year.
They were.
And they ain't got one All-Star?
I mean, you got De'Aaron Fox, what he's averaging 27.2, 38% from the line.
Sabonis?
Sabonis is what, averaging 20, 13, leading the league in rebounds.
You not an All-Star? You not an alternate? Damn, come on, man.
The voting is kind of school. But we gotta look to see who would Sabonis get in over. Who would De'Aaron Fox get in over? That's where you can say where it's at.
I mean, there's some questionables. I mean, if we get a chance to pull up who's currently in there, I mean, listen, it's a voting thing too.
It is.
You gotta take that into consideration. That the fans love who they gonna love.
But those are just the starters.
Those are the starters. The reserves are by players and coaches in the league. That's fair.
So,
but then if you say that, how come Trae Young had to actually go in as a replacement because he wasn't actually selected?
Sometimes you get snubbed.
But I mean, 27 points.
27. I believe he's 10th in the league in scoring.
I mean, come on now.
10.9 assists, second in the league in scoring, 36% from the 3-point line. He should be there. But who are you putting him in over though?
Well, I mean, first we have to take a look at the list. That's what I have to see, man. Let me take a look at the list and let's see who's the All-Stars in there. I mean, now are you saying starters or are you just talking about the reserves?
Who are you putting him in over, period?
I would put him in over.
We on the East.
Julius Randle.
He's hurt, so he is the replacement for Julius.
I would put him in over Jaylen Brown.
Who are we talking about? Trae Young?
Yeah.
Would you put him over? Let's go with people his position. Would you put him over Donovan Mitchell?
No.
Tyrese Maxey?
Hell no.
So you say Jaylen Brown is it? Jalen Brunson. Would you put him over Jalen Brunson?
Hell no. Jalen's going ape shit.
Keenan Blackwell says, man, he can't because of the guards in front of him.
I mean, I like Paulo Branchero.
Maybe what about
Paulo Branchero? I probably put him in over.
What about Dame Lillard?
Yes. This year so far, yes.
I think that's a fair one.
Yes, I would.
I think that's a fair one.
I would.
And then you had we were talking about a West guard, Fox. Who are you taking off to put Fox on?
I would probably say Halliburton.
Well, he's in the East.
I thought that's what we was talking about is East.
Oh, I thought we were going Fox.
Oh,
Sacramento.
Okay, so yeah, so if we're talking about in the West, I would probably say I can't. Maybe Devin Booker, you out of there.
Devin Booker,
you out of there.
I'll take him over Devin Booker.
Devin Booker, you out of there.
There you go. I'll take him over. Huh?
Y'all see Devin's numbers? You crazy.
Devin Booker.
He had a couple good games.
Yeah, he has, but I mean, I think, if we had to do it, remember, we're saying we had to do it. We had to move him on top of somebody. That's probably which way I go.
Lamont Hughes says, bro from Houston only averaged 14 or 15 a game. Who's on Houston who's an all-star? Somebody made Houston?
I mean, he ain't talking about Trey. Yeah, we might have to check your stats.
Yeah.
What about Harden? Is he an all-star?
No.
Because he got snubbed.
No, he's not an all-star this year.
Yeah.
Great player, doing what he's doing.
But I mean, there's just too much. There's not enough court time to really be able to do that. To really for the Clippers, and this is where I really have to say that you got to watch what the Clippers is on right now. Is because you got a lot of them right now that are making some sacrifices that normally left to their own devices, they'd be going ape shit.
Yeah.
They all you could pick four, maybe even five of the four of the starters that would be going ape shit. They're gonna give you 25, 30, 10, 3 or some shit, man. They're gonna go ape shit. And all of them have really sacrificed their style of basketball for this team type of style that I think is obviously showing that they can be successful, because it's too much to, like, if you had to go to a team like them but they're like, hey, all right, Harden is going to try to give you 40 points every night, or you're going to have Russell Westbrook that's going to try to give you a triple-double every night with 20, 10, 12 or some shit, right? We're going to give you PG. We're going to try to give you 38 and 6. We're going to try to give you, like, if left to their own game, that makes sense. But when you go out and try to really scout and, and really plan for a team like that, and all of them are playing selfless basketball, that's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. That's why the Nuggets only have one All-Star. And Lamar Hughes said Sengun. Is Sengun going to the All-Star game?
No.
But he's nice, though. That's the young Jokic right there. He got a lot of Jokic in him.
Yeah, I mean, he'll get there, and if he's young, that's the ones. If young people get snubbed, I don't really care about young people getting snubbed. That come with the game, man. You can come out, show out. You got to usually, really be able to kind of let the vets kind of get their time to shine. So, I mean, I don't really lose a lot of sleep if young people, if the young...
yeah, they got time to get there.
They be all right.
You got time
They
to
be
get
all
there.
right.
Yeah, shots out, though. I mean, it's always going to be somebody left out.
I mean, speaking of snubs, though, that three-point contest, I'm not going to call them official snubs because they could have said, I don't want to participate. That's always something that comes up when it comes to those skilled sets that they do for the All-Star break. You have the skill sections, you have the three-point, you have the dunk contest, which has gone absolutely booty. And I'll tell you this again. I think the dunk contest should be opened up to non-NBA players and NBA players. And I think until you start challenging the NBA with people who ain't in the NBA, I think they just really ain't going to take it serious no more. Because I think the real perennial, the bouncy players right now for the NBA, they don't even touch it. They ain't touched it in 15 years.
With the Pee Wee Kirkland guys?
The Pee Wee Kirkland. I just seen this documentary, man. I think y'all cap. Some of y'all New York cats be capping. They be saying a lot.
They tell the best stories, though.
They tell the best stories, I give you that. But some of them be crazy. Like, he had 100 cars in an apartment complex. Where did he put these cars at?
Because parking tight.
Where was the cars?
Parking tight in every borough.
Like, I watched Paid in Full. I love the movie, but everybody was in a one-bedroom studio. I thought you was a multi-millionaire. You ain't even gonna get a brownstone? My guy.
You don't leave the hood, B.
Paisan, you know you gonna get a brownstone?
Too much money out here, B.
Come on, man. You can't be
worth
$100 million in a Brooklyn one-bedroom studio.
Bungalow?
I don't know.
There go Pee Wee right there, man.
Yeah, I did. I watched this whole documentary. I mean, somebody did an interview with him. I want to say it was Vlad, but it could have been somebody. I don't remember. But he was just wilding. I mean, he was throwing some stuff out there. I was like, I don't know, Pee Wee.
Man, I can't.
Pee Wee.
I can't remember what it was, man. But there's a show on Netflix about this game. I don't know if it's like rugby. It's like a rugby style game.
Okay.
You just gotta watch it.
You gotta check it out.
I gotta remember the name. It's
Okay.
like they play the game twice a year. It's rough and rugged, man. It's rough and rugged, man. And they're playing it for free, and it's crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't want to knock any of the.
I'm just saying you gotta watch it.
The New York legends, but they'll tell you something like, man, we was just the 8 of us out here. We was hooping, and my man flew. We was in the snow, 8 feet of snow, no footprints in the snow. He flew from one building to the other building, man. Word is born, son. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the guys. He flew. And I'd be like, it just don't. Like, I've been in New York. I've been in some of these spots, and it don't look like it add up. That's all I'm saying. It don't look like it add up. He flew? Like, he flew, God. I'd be like, all right, he flew. I don't want to. I don't want no smoke.
So, you called my man. You said Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, 2 snubs, Grayson Allen.
Yeah, I mean... So what I'm talking about is like just the snubs on, or at least didn't participate in the 3-point contest. I think it's fair to say that you should have somebody like Kevin Durant in a 3-point contest. I think he should be in there every year. And this is what I'm saying is like I feel like some of the vets right now they kind of taking days off. They're low managing even the like. Remember, this game is for the fans.
You know who started that, right? Okay, we're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna mention who started it.
Popovich.
So we got the 3-point participants right now. You got Malik Beasley, Jalen Brunson, Tyler Halliburton, or Tyrese Halliburton, Dame Lillard. Who was that other one?
But I'm just saying, don't that look like? Wouldn't you say that any of these like randos in there could be a Kevin Durant, a Jason Tatum, a Luka Doncic, however you want to say it? But you don't think that's what the fans want to see?
That's what they want to see.
Why?
But these guys don't want to give it to them.
Why can't we at least have something like that? Like, I mean, I think at the end of the day, we're starting to forget, like, some of these players, and that's why I like this new rule. I love that new rule, and unfortunately, Embiid fell victim to that. But
yeah, that was his rule.
I like the fact that you have to play a certain amount of games, and I think it's like 65, right? You got to play a certain amount of games to be eligible for some of the accolades that they provide, because you got certain players who play 50 games and still be front runners in, league MVP, best defensive player of the year. Imagine that.
They hold all the awards. And
imagine I had 30 games off.
I played 35 games, so my average is
man, there. I'm fully with it. Like, if you can't play...
Shouts out to the NBA. Adam Silver is probably the best.
I keep telling you, Adam Silver is pushing the limit, man. He's like, he takes all conversations serious when you talk about innovating basketball. He take it all serious. When things got weird and they was like, hey man, Black Lives Matter and COVID, and it's like, man, go ahead, man. You want to change it on the we'll pull up some of these panels. Yeah. You can put it on your jersey, on your shoes. Yeah. You want to wear a shirt underneath. He's like, man, you want to do in-season tournaments? He take all conversations serious.
Adam Silver you
gotta appreciate that guy.
NBA in a great spot.
Yeah, man, I like that. But part of that legacy is really being able to hold, players who are either hurt or injured accountable. Like, hey, you can be injured. And if you injured, you couldn't be competing for, league MVP or some of the accolades that you can have anyway. But if you hurt and you doing that still too, nah, man, that ain't it. That ain't it.
I think they need to definitely find a way to get the more high-profile players to participate in these All-Star Game events.
I think they should.
I think a lot of these guys just turn it down, and that's just what they do.
You got to throw them some bread. Because remember when the Indiana Pacers was in there, and when they was all win that mill, half the team on, like 70%, 80% of the team wasn't even making that. When they were talking about their contracts and how much they can make, you had a certain percentage of those players who wasn't even going to be making that on the whole roster for the Indiana. That little meal ticket that you get if you won. And, the Lakers got that little meal ticket when you win. Yeah. That was like, we'll play for that. Yeah. I think if you make the dunk contest, hey, look, we're going to bring in cats who ain't even in the league. We're going to give whoever the winner is $1 million. The NBA got $1 million. We're going to give them $1 million. We need all the best dunkers from the NBA. Show up. They'll be there.
You're going to have to give them more than $1 million, though.
$1 million solid, though.
The $500,000 they won for the end season tournament.
Is that what it was? $500,000?
But it was more for the players on the bench.
But that's fair.
You got to find something that's going to motivate these guys. But see, these guys have no pride.
Hold on, you telling me that if you were a perennial jumper, you had that bounce, is what the young ones call it. You bouncy. And all you had to do was show up for like an hour, and you can make a quick $1 million. That shit ain't but an hour. You tell me you gonna be like, nah, you can go ahead and keep that meal.
I mean, cause some of these dudes is making shit $375,000 per game.
But they ain't the ones who's in the dunk contest. It's very rare that you got to be in your second or third contract to get that bag.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
You think he bouncy? You think Jaylen Brown bouncy?
Oh, he got some ups. He
You think he bouncy though? Like
he
dunk
bouncy.
contest winner bouncy?
we gonna see.
I don't know about.
We gonna
that
see.
one.
But I think that
I
I just think these dudes don't have pride, because when you had the Larry Birds going against the Reggie Millers, it was more about a pride thing. It wasn't really about the money. It was the pride. It was Larry Bird coming out here in this full-on sweatsuit, like, here, man, I ain't even gonna take my shit off
just bust you up
to get you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but these young dudes, they want the bag. Everything's bag oriented.
It was Dominique and Jordan, man. They was going at it, man. Like, it was some serious shit. That, like, they don't got pride no more.
I say throw him a bag, man.
Throw him a bag.
Throw him a bag, man. Get them cats. Fuck it. Just say the purse is gonna be $1 million. The dunk contest winner is gonna get $750,000. Runner up gets $250,000. Throw him a bag. I'm gonna do that. If I got bounced anyway, I'm a young dude in the league. So that's the ones you really want in the dunk contest, right? Because they still innovative. They still got the right knees for it. Let me get the young dudes in here where they can make a quick $750,000, man. Quick meal or something, right? You sitting at the All-Star break, you come out of there, after taxes, you got $400 that you can blow. Play with, get you a whip, put you a car, catch up on some tricking that you got that league chain. You
Do whatever
can
you want to do, huh?
throw them a bag. I bet you they'll line up, man. I think that.
Six Nations is the movie I was talking about. The play-in tournament has been the best change they've made in 25 years. Coach Sims said both of those. And the NBA tournament was definitely a big plus to get people more.
Hey, but you don't think the gameplay requirement has been one of the biggest changes?
The 65 games, yeah.
I think it's one of the biggest ones that actually had incentive not to play because you're injured, because clearly we know that ain't it, but playing hurt. We love that.
Yeah.
Remember the flu game?
The so-called flu game.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he could be sick, you could be hurt, but I want to play for these.
I'm gonna play
because I want to have these accolades under my name. Because you can play and be, it's cool to get into the league initially just to say I'm in the league. But once you get in there and be like, nah, I can really compete in this game. You want some accolades to say you was here.
Definitely, you want some accolades.
Say you here, and I mean, if you come into the league and no disrespect to Kyrie, but Kyrie is probably one of the best. He's probably got the smoothest game in NBA history. Arguably, definitely, Kyrie got one of the smoothest games
to play basketball.
You can't teach that.
Born to play basketball.
You can't teach it. I can tell you right now, if there's a kid watching him from the time they start dribbling the ball to the time they got out of high school, they still gonna be struggling with his creativity and how he keeps the ball on the string. But he misses significant amounts of basketball games, and because of that, you can tell in all statistical areas how much Kyrie and his ability not to be able to start and finish seasons has impacted his legacy.
I don't even think he cares about his legacy.
I think he do, because there were several times when Kyrie could have walked away from the game, and he should have by his standard and what he felt about how they were harassed. Because that was harassing. Let's call it what it was. Kyrie was the what do they call him when you he was prime suspect number one. Like, he had the total league's focus. Everything he said, posted, and did revolved around.
He was definitely controversial, man. And
he was public enemy. That's what you want to call him. He was public enemy number one. And there was a lot of time he had a bag. It wasn't like it was money that wasn't guaranteed to him. He could have walked away. He loved the game. He is the game. He epitomizes what basketball looks like.
He's everything you would want in a basketball player. New York, New Jersey kid.
God, peace to the God.
So I mean, that's what you want. That's what
I call
you
you son because you rise like one.
Because you shine like one.
But I mean,
Kyrie's great player. I mean, great player, but I just don't believe he has that true love for the game. He's not worried about his legacy. When you just in the middle of the season, I'm just gonna take 2 weeks off, man, just for GP. Go party with James Harden or
Nah, he ain't partying with James Harden.
whoever he was part of. That was little baby.
Kyrie is anointed. I don't think he he ain't partying.
He's not
praying.
a partier.
He's praying. He ain't partying. He's praying.
He's a god. He's doing mathematics.
He definitely got the science.
Okay.
You know, you can ask him what the mathematics is on any given day. He got that for you.
Hey, Dog Blau says Kyrie got played. Coach Sid says the hangover game. And Dog Blau says Kyrie made him not love. Damn, the heart is killing me though.
What's the heart on there
There's a
for?
little heart right in the comments, like right in the quarter.
What's that come from? We gotta
I gotta
work on we're gonna work on our format, man, because we want to get all of you all's comments inputted into this format that we got right here called Game Point. We always keep the game
On point.
and don't ever let that sleep, man. I know we get comfortable in some of these topics, but we're really talking to a higher level and a more educated fan of sports, man. And I know we don't go through all of them. But I think what we do talk about, I think we get a real good and consistent contact from you all as the viewers and the supporters of this. First of all, this network, because you know the AHRR Network, we're not for the people. We are the people. And so when you have that unity and community, I think it's important to really make sure that we highlight, you know, the level of talent that we have behind the camera, which is you all, the consumer and customer, and us here really just trying to make sure we get all y'all good and solid comments and put it into play. So shout out to you all, the fans right here. Man, we appreciate y'all checking in with us every Thursday, man. We're trying to do this for y'all, man.
Like we say, like, share, comment, repeat, retweet, and do it all again. Let's talk about this NFL before we get up out of here. Coach Shim says Kyrie is a world champ 2016 Cleveland. This is for you. He did win that championship, did hit the big shot. Draymond Green cost him that championship, but
He got CTE. Draymond got CTE. We're gonna look when this is all said and done. They're gonna do some studies on that man, and they're gonna find out like, yeah, he had CTE.
I think Saginaw, Michigan could be close to Flint. He might be drinking bad water.
Bad water. Shout out to the bad water, because that bad water makes champions.
Hey man, makes you tough.
Yeah, man, something gotta be a little tweak with you. Like we're at a stage and age right now where algorithms is picking up all regular people. You gotta be irregular to be successful nowadays. Like you gotta be like on the spectrum with like something. You gotta have like autism. You gotta have like Asperger's or some shit. You can't just be normal. Algorithms got all the normal shit. AI is copying all the normal shit. You gotta be irregular nowadays.
People that
you
sit
got
with your mouth open.
Yeah, you gotta drink Flint water and shit. You know, you got something gotta be off with you. Got baby arm hanging out your forehead.
Hey,
something
man,
gotta be.
It
tweaked.
happens like that. Oh man, it's going down. It's Super Sunday.
Super Sunday.
Super Sunday coming up, man. I don't know why I keep forgetting to make a bet in squares. You know what I'm saying? We should have the Game Point squares up right now.
We should, man. We gotta get some gambling, man.
I messed
We need
that up.
these gambling sites to come check us out, man. We need to get that. That's the only way you get this off to the next level, man. Them gambling sites be taking care of you, boy. Them
man.
apps, boy.
Hey,
Underdog. Shout out to any of them, man.
I want to say something.
Come check
to
on
all
us,
of 'em.
man.
Hey man, we trying to. Hey, we can tell you about the parlays. We can tell you one that's gonna hit or miss. We can tell you about the overs and unders. Hey, we with it, man. Let's go.
I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be a team in red that's gonna have a Super Bowl ring.
Hey, definitely.
Come Sunday.
Double down on that.
I tripled down on that.
Okay, man. Shit. What's what we got for our over under? Oh, what we got for the over unders?
Over under. You the over under guy, man. So go ahead and talk to me. Give me something. I need hold on. Let me get ready because you be putting some slicks in out there. Come on.
Let me go.
Come on.
Let's say Christian McCaffrey. Number 10. What's my man's name? Pacheco. Christian McCaffrey, Pacheco over 225 rushing yards for the
Both of them?
Yeah, combined.
Over for sure.
Over.
Let me give you one.
All right. I'm going.
Christian
under.
McCaffrey over under 1.5 touchdowns.
Over.
Travis Kelce over under 100 yards receiving.
Under.
Give me one.
Patrick Mahomes
Okay.
over 275 passing.
275?
Yeah.
Under. Under for sure. Debo Samuels. Over under 70 yards receiving.
Under. So I'm gonna go. Okay. What's he? Do you know the points on this game? You know
The spread?
You know the spread?
I don't know the spread on this
total
one.
point. You know.
Hey man, y'all cats over here that's betting that big parlay money. What's the spread on it, man? Post that on there real quick for us.
Yeah.
Over under Patrick Mahomes 30 yards rushing.
Under. So I got one. Over under Taylor Swift. 20 views on the camera.
Over. They're gonna be going ape shit for the Super Bowl. And she just won some Grammys. They're going ape shit.
Fresh in, she coming fresh in from Tokyo. Have you heard the 13 thing?
I've heard that
Have you
13. I'm not dealing with that, man. Y'all, I'm not dealing with that internet. I'm not playing.
All right, man. Who you got? You picked last week. Did it change?
Well, you didn't let me pick. You made me wait till this week.
Okay. I mean, you insinuated.
You made me wait. I would say, man, listen. The Mahomes magic at some point, he got to run out of fairy dust, man. Come on, man. He been throwing to fucking the water boy for fucking 6 weeks now. I got to say.
We got a KC fan just walked in the house, too.
I say Purdy in the, not just so much because he is going to be over. I don't think he's gonna fuck the game up. And if Purdy don't fuck the game up, which means he stays under 2 picks, if he stays under 1.5 picks, 49ers is gonna win.
Oh, he's gonna stay under that because Christian McCaffrey in that running game and Debo Samuels in that running game.
So if Purdy is under 1.5 picks, I'm gonna go with San Francisco, and I'm gonna call it 24-17.
24-17, Frisco. All the people out here, man, let me see what you got. Dog Blog says Chiefs by 13. Concentrated Smart Juice says 49ers with the blowout. I'm going to pick.
27-24, 49ers.
27-24, 49ers?
Yes.
I'm going to go 21-17, 49ers, low scoring game. I got a Chief fan in the house, man. Let me hear your prediction. Where did he get up out of here?
2027 Kansas City, man.
2027 Kansas City.
And that's my man. That's my man Tally, man. That's my man Tally, man. He got the sloppy toppy.
Oh my gosh.
Sloppy toppy French fries, man.
Okay,
Sloppy
all right,
toppy
no, it's
French
solid.
fries.
That's an actual.
I just wanted to get it out there. I didn't even want to say it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Cameron.
Yeah, this you need it. And then, I ain't even use their lyrics, man. I told you 2024, I ain't gonna do it, man. But I will say,
Coach Sim says 49.1.5. My man in the back, who you got?
Hey.
come on, stop playing, Tux. What you got?
Because you do have once every 5 years, you have a good pick and a good
I'm more
vision.
consistent than that.
Once every 5 years. Moo Man said, "What's up, Tally?"
To be quick, I'm actually just without a score. I'll say. Matter of fact, with a score, I'll say 49ers. 49ers by. Somebody took 49ers by 13.
49ers by 13. We got
By
two.
13?
We got 2 people. JC Thrift says San Fran. Keenan Blackwell says Niners 31-28. Raymond Webster says 49ers 17-14. 85 Toyota SR5 says he hoping the Niners. McCavia says KC all the way. Coach Sim says KC 28-21. It's kind of divided.
You know what? I think we all are kind of thinking that it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think, honestly, this may be. Where's the game at? Where's the Super Bowl at?
Vegas, baby.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. This might end up being a barn burner. And I think you might catch like somebody. They're gonna be a pick now. Let's just get that out the way. They're gonna be a pick, and I don't know if it's a pick six, but you know when you have that, when you're able to reverse the field, you know, get some quick scores in. It may. I might. Hold on. Something just came to me. Hold on.
Shit.
My ancestors are speaking to me.
He's had an epiphany.
Hold on. My ancestors are speaking to me.
I'm going Patty by 9. I'm changing that.
I think.
Oh, that's you. What?
I got to.
Did something just come through here?
I
Patty
think.
by 9, bro.
I think this might be over under. If you said 60 points, it might go over. This might end up being something that might be like
Barn burner.
34 to 31.
Last person with the ball.
Last person with the ball. Just get off. My ancestors just said something to me, man. I hear you.
20.
Burn the sage,
Jesse
man.
Thrift says San Fran 24 over KC. 24-14 KC. 85 Twitter SR5 says he hopes Kelsey fumbles to give San Fran the win.
Kelsey might end up getting 2 touchdowns.
45.
I might say Kels over 1.5. Kels might get 2 tugs.
My man in the backs went San Fran by 13 to KC by 9.
That is wild.
What happened?
That's inconsistent.
I just pictured if Kansas City goes up early, Mahomes is not going to let him close back in.
Yeah, correct.
I see Kels getting 2. I see Debo getting 2. And I see
Who's your X factor? Who's the X factor in this?
Kittles.
Kittles. The X factor.
I think he'd be the X factor on terms that tight ends just usually have good, like the Super Bowl and tight ends usually go good together.
Will he be the better tight end in this game?
No, because you cannot stop Kels. He is literally the most unstoppable next to Gronk. He's probably one of the most unstoppable tight ends in the
You
play
got
the
Fred.
game.
You got Fred Warner out there. You got some.
Yeah, but that dude is just a problem, man.
Concentrated Smart Juice says Taylor Swift is the X factor. Mateo M says 27-21 KC.
Nah, the X factor is gonna be Usher. I think he's gonna have a better performance than any Taylor Swift concert you ever been to. I think Usher gonna shut it down.
And Tuck, somebody asked you specifically what kind of shit is that? Keenan Blackwell.
I think Usher gonna come out there on roller skates. Cause you know he got a residency in Vegas.
Yeah.
I think Usher coming out in roller skates. If Usher come out roller skates, 49ers is winning. You heard it here first, man. Okay. You heard it here first. What you want me to tell you?
Last over under. Last over under.
Give me one. Hit me one.
Oh God, I'm not. It was something about Usher, but I can't think of nothing about
over under. Usher going to cause one major breakup by the end of the Super Bowl. Somebody gonna break up.
Nah, I think it's a makeup.
Oh, you think on makeup, not breakup?
Usher tends to have you makeup.
Nah, Usher been tearing up households for a minute, man. Usher don't know how to behave.
Another guy.
Usher is savage.
Another guy that's in our era.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, Usher, you ain't singing in my chick. Listen, I get it.
Over under, Lil Jon is gonna come on with Usher.
Under, I don't really see that.
I see them doing yeah.
You see him doing yeah?
Usher and Luda.
I see roller skates. I see roller skates.
He might come out with roller skates. Hey, but shouts out, man.
Hey, we ain't even talked about no commercials. You know, that's the thing, too, we got to look into, man. We got to really talk about do you think this year's commercials are going to be better than last year's?
Last year, I don't remember any commercials.
They was trash. So do you think we're going to be on a
I think this trajectory.
The trajectory is that we're going to be consistent with some more bullshit?
Going down.
I think they're going to come up with something. I've seen a couple little play things pop up. I think they might be able to come up with something this year. We'll see. Because, 2024 is the year of exposure. I think they're going to have something out there, man. I think they're going to do something, man.
I think we just seen it all. There's nothing they could really do that's going to impress us now. Back in the 80s and 90s, it was just...
you said that, and then Cat Williams got 50 million views. Just as long as you exposing something, we gonna watch, man. I think
Monique didn't.
yet she's at 5 million.
By one day.
One day.
One day.
5
Cat
million.
Williams at about 15 million.
I mean, but 5 million ain't nothing to shake a
It
stick
ain't
at.
nothing to shake a stick at, but it ain't no
No,
Cat
I'm
Williams
just
type of
saying.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Over under Monique gets
Monique's-
to 53 million views. Under.
Hey, we didn't play no videos, man. I think there was one that we were talking about before we wrapped it up. What you think is the Embiid? Which one do you think has
Let's play that
more?
before we get up out of here. Yeah.
The Embiid one? Because I think Kuminga, he did some whole shit.
The question is, after you watch this video, did Kuminga intentionally try to hurt Joel Embiid? Kelsey Cleveland, stand up, Coach Sam. Rice's X factor.
This is it. Hits the floor. Trying to
we
save
gotta
it.
see that. We gotta let that
Ball
go
knocked
back
around.
quick, man. We see this.
Curry. He's got the angle. And the bucket.
So, when we look at this in slow motion, Kuminga trying to get the ball, right? Fair. This all makes sense. This looks like real basketball. Now, when his back is to the rim that's their rim, why are you falling on this dude's legs and body backwards?
It looks.
You're not even fighting for the ball. It's not like y'all arms struggling for the ball. You just grab the ball and then just flip backwards. I think he was trying to hurt him.
It looks like it could be intentional.
You know the Warriors be on that kind of shit. Yeah, they be on that kind of shit,
I
man.
don't think the Draymond Green effect has.
I don't think
to
Draymond's been able to do
guys.
this long without it being something that's
I don't think his
it's a
effect
culture of it.
has took on the other players.
That look crazy though, man. Like we're gonna watch this one more time, man. But you see the man that look, he get the ball from him, great. Now look, he's not in an arm wrestle with the ball, and out of nowhere he just turn around and fall on his body. He clearly know the dude laying on the ground.
He does give him the.
What
he does
you-
give him the spin.
Why is you falling on me, nigga? Like you could fall the opposite way and still be able to throw it towards your
He
basket.
does give him the old spin. You know what I'm saying? For
Hey, he know
reason.
he got jelly knees.
But,
you know he got them jelly knees. I
I mean,
think
he
he
looks
fell
like
on
he
him.
look like he's exaggerating it a little bit. Too,
Let's
But-
take one more clip before we head out of here because we're on the Warriors. They've been benching Clay late in the games nowadays, man. Curry just been like, man, you can't shoot, man. You off.
Your knee hurt.
And I think one of the reporters had a chance to talk to him, and I think he's gonna cry in the car. I think he's gonna cry in the car. If we got a second, let's take a look at this.
Such is life, you know. When you say that, I mean, is it just a shooting struggle? Shooting, yeah, you know, pride myself in that stuff. So,
What are they talking about? You ain't played to finish the game? I got to finish the game 5 of the finals.
is this an adjustment period for you a little bit? I mean, he's done it in a few games.
That look right there. He about to cry. He about to cry in the car.
Typical light.
Oh, he about to cry in the car. He about to cry in the car.
Typical light skinned guy fashion.
Now remember, this is the same dude who was playing with LeBron's top. You know, I ain't gonna say, but he was
When you say
playing
that,
with
I
him
mean,
like,
just-
yeah, look
is
at
it
him, he over
shooting
there
struggle?
like, they down.
Shooting,
That's what happens when you down 3-1. He was clowning him, but I think he gonna cry in the car, man. I think he gonna cry in the car. I feel like
What
he
are they
done let
talking
some
about? You ain't
people
played to
down.
finish the
You know
game?
it's
I got
done,
to finish
it's
the
done.
game 5 of the
This is
finals.
where you go and tell your
Is this
team,
an
like, I feel
adjustment
like
period for you a little bit?
I
mean,
just
he's
ain't
done
got
it in a
enough
few
in the
games,
tank no
obviously.
more.
Yeah.
Just leave me in the parking lot.
Kidding me?
Yeah, he gonna cry in the car. It's a nice car.
Leave me in the parking lot.
He gonna cry in a nice car.
Oh, yeah,
I'm for anything.
it's okay.
He gonna be on his boat. You know,
feel great.
he got a boat or two.
Physically.
He gonna be on his boat. He just gonna be letting the
Mentally
tears
probably
run to his
difficult.
ear. He gonna just be driving.
Life,
He just gonna let the tears
When you say that,
flow
I mean,
back in
just
his ear.
is it
We got
shooting
sad.
struggle? Shooting,
Starburst, man.
I don't feel bad for the kid, man. He got 4
He's
rings,
a champ.
man.
He's a
Pride
champ, man.
myself.
I don't care, man.
Coach Sim says lover and friends.
What are they talking about? You ain't played to finish the game? I gotta finish the
Usher.
game.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we should be doing.
That's
Is
what I'm
taking
saying.
what songs they
Lil
gonna
Jon,
run
Lil
with.
Jon is gonna be there.
They got Usher got some heat.
He got some. Hey, he got
This might be one of the better performances
Oh, man,
out there.
I'm gonna be. I know I'm gonna be vibing.
I don't know
I'm gonna be
if it's gonna be better than Prince when he did Purple Rain.
No.
After that was crazy.
I'm gonna be vibing though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that was
that's,
crazy.
That's totally my whole era, my whole.
And when I seen Janice Titty,
that was good.
for research purposes only,
A split second.
I did see the titty. Had a little star on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was covered, man. So it
It looked a little ashy too. She had an ashy nipple. I don't know.
Man, I'm not gonna go there,
Okay.
man. We can't
All
talk.
right. We can't talk about
not
the
Janet.
ashy
Come on,
nipple.
we're not gonna talk
Okay.
about Janet like that.
Shout out to the ashy
know
nipple.
what I'm
Somebody
saying?
watching this right now from the female gender who got an ashy nipple. Go on and put some lotion on that. Shout out to the ashy
Ashy
nipples.
titty is not a good look.
No, that's a normal titty.
That's not a good look.
The titty normally is ashy. That's a normal titty. It should be. You know, you gotta. All right, we're gonna get up out of here.
Coach
Listen.
Sim says 5 million is ridiculous. Hey, we like to say, like, share, comment, repeat, retweet. This podcast was about to go into a whole nother cycle.
we get wild
You know,
over
but we
here.
gonna get up out of here, man. Check
Hey,
it out.
game point, man. We always keep the game.
On point.
Man, don't sleep on us, man. Come check us out, man. We got this going on. We're going to check to see how y'all predictions looks after the Super Bowl. Obviously, we're going to swing into this NBA and kind of see how this goes after this All-Star break.
Yeah, check it out, man. Here at the AHRR Network, we just not for AHRR the people. Did you just cut us up? Did we just
We're
get cut
not
off?
for the people. We are the people. I see
Check it
that
out.
camera on. We got y'all.
We out.
lit, man. We gone.
Peace.